Hey, I want to show you this really cool estate sale find I had from, let's see, from Friday. And it's a nightlight and music box. It's by Disney. And it's probably from like late 50s or so. Made it look like a little TV. And up here, I had to look really, really closely, but it says Musketeers. And I looked them up on eBay, and a lot of them are missing that little sticker. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, the kids were kind of laughing at how they look. It's just the style that it was done, and it doesn't actually have a date on it. Copyright Walt Disney. You can tell it's the real thing. And I love the color. And it looks like most of them that have been on sale also kind of have this little bit of a, well, let me see if I can show you the angle. A little bit of irregularity in the plastic, which could be, from heat or, just things over time, little scratches, but it's pretty old, so that's kind of be expected. And I'll show you what the back is. The back is kind of a particle sort of board, and it does appear that most of them that have been for sale, and there haven't been very many, not many at all, but this is the point of where there's this little keyhole so you can hang it up, and that seems to be a point of a lot of damage. And here's a close-up of the label, which you can always take like a screenshot if you need all the info off of it. But you can see how it says it should have a blue bulb. And some people think that's weird. I saw on some of the listings, they said, well, oddly, it's got a blue bulb. I was thinking, no, it's not odd. This one does not have a blue bulb in it. It's just somebody put a nightlight in it, and that's the size it takes. But I think the blue bulb probably gives it the right look on the picture. Now, these are just like fake little knobs on here. And most of them I've seen online also said they had some damage to the knob, or the paint was chipped right there. I think that could easily be fixed. I wouldn't go around messing with it. All I've done is I've cleaned it a little bit. Some very, very gentle soap and water, and I took Q-tips and went all over all little nooks and crannies. It was really something else. And then I did a little bit of cleaning here. The rest was just dusting. But what's amazing to me, you won't see this nowadays, is the length of this. Now you see the size of my hand here. Now I have pretty big hands, okay, that's fine. But this is really, the top of it is more like I'd have to measure it, but it's about 5 by 7, I would say. It's about like a 5 by 7 photo in size. But look at the length of this cord going around and around and around. It's probably like, and I didn't measure it either. Get it where you can really see. I would say it's like a 4, let's see, this is 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's about a 4 or 5 foot cord, I would say. I'm not measuring it right here, but you won't find that in children's things now. Because they'll say, oh, it's for safety so your kid doesn't choke themselves, but we all know it's partially to save money too. But you see this, and this is underwriter, UL listed for back then. So I figured it probably was maybe early 60s. If it's not late 50s, it's early 60s. I need to do a little bit more research. So if I get that info, I'll put it down below. But to get the light on, I'm going to plug it in. I'll spare you that. I think you probably know how to plug things in, right? Okay. So if you had the blue, it's looking a little, through my, on my cell phone, it doesn't look exactly the same color as it is here. Here in person, I get a little bit more of a yellow cast on it, but I think the way you're seeing it probably is how it will look when it has a blue bulb. So that's good. So you got these that don't do anything. You've got this. I was trying to figure that out, whether it was a push or whatever, but it's a turn. You just turn it like you would an old lamp, so you can turn the light on and off right there. Pretty cool. And then I'm going to turn it back on. I would also, I think if I could find a blue LED. That's probably what I would want to put in here, because you don't really, I mean, it hasn't caught fire yet. There's no reason to even think it would catch fire. It's been very well taken care of and well loved by family and their grandchildren. However, I really like LED bulbs because they just don't get warm. And I feel like if you really wanted to preserve this over time, it'd be nice for it to stay cool. You know, not so cool. You don't want it so cold it cracks, but okay, let me see if I can get a little bit of the lighting off in here so we can enjoy the magic together. It's our special time for you and me. Let me go back over here. Here's our little, we got our wind up. I'm not going to wind too much. I'm just going to wind a little bit. I don't want to overwind it. So it's just a night light, and it plays Whistle While You Work. I'm going like this, I can't help it. A catchy tune, that. A very catchy tune. Okay. I'm going to wind it up just a little bit more. Let me see how fast it goes. But I don't want to overdo it. But I grew up with wind-up toys, so I kind of know how far to go. It's cute how it's made to look like a little TV. Of course, whenever I see this color, that to me says 50s, late 50s, early 60s always, or mid 50s, early 60s. And of course, what I like about a music box, wake up now, wake up. Video's back on. Okay, if you fell asleep, the thing I like about a music box is that when it winds down, it kind of helps. And then when the child hears that over and over, it will kind of help too. And so after a while, it's almost like Pavlov's dog. You know, they hear that noise, they're going to fall asleep. Now, it does look like it could use a little, well, I can't say tightening because there is no, as you can see, there's no screw on the outside. But it kind of looks to me like maybe somebody has tried to pull this open here. You can kind of peek in there. I'll let you see. It looks like maybe somebody's tried to peel in there, going like that to try to change out the bulb, which I would not recommend, and I don't even want to push it any further than I did because I wouldn't want the plastic to crack when you have something this old, you know. So it's not something you want to, if you do want it for your kids to enjoy, it's something that you want to control. Keep up in a cabinet or something like that, special. Or else it will, you know, kids tend to overwind things, and that will make it spring. So get the spring sprung. So you don't want to do that. And then it has, tell you some of the other little flaws here. I hate to point out flaws, but everybody has them. The plastic has rubbing here. I think I could clean that a little with like a magic eraser, Mr. Clean Magic Eraser, and it's got it here too. And some people described it as almost like melting, but it's only just now we're getting a little bit of warmth. Plus, like I said, you know, if you switch it to LED, you wouldn't have to worry about that. But I don't think any of this on the top, like there's scrapings, you know, it's just because it's been around for a while. It's actually in really good condition. I know if I'd had it, I probably would have punched my finger right through that stuff. So to me, it's very impressive that it's been so well taken care of. And I'm not sure if I'm selling it yet. I'll let you know. I've done this video with kind of an eye to showing you everything you would want to know if if I was selling it. Well, let me show you the bottom too. Yeah, it's almost, you know, it never had any little feet apparently, but you can see it has those ridges that kind of gives it a little bit of a seat. I'm sorry to be so sniffly and breathy with my, I've still got this head cold thing, upper respiratory. Oh, and the other thing, this is made by Hankscraft, and they, at least as far as even like within 10 years ago, they were still making things. I have a cool mist humidifier made by Hankscraft. So they've been around a long time, making good stuff. So pretty cool. I thought it was really, really neat. And so that's it on the nightlight music box that plays Whistle While We Work. And it has Snow White, and it looks like Dopey and maybe Doc. You think that's Doc there? Or is that Grumpy after he had his bath? He looks a little bit more cheerful. It could be Grumpy. Yeah, the opposites. Grumpy and Dopey and Grumpy. Anyway, I don't know what, I guess that's a window. Yeah, that's a window. But this does, oh, I forgot to tell you this too. Not all the features, some of these are raised, like bas relief, like this dips in, a little window, and the plates, you can kind of feel them. So it's a little bit, it's raised, but not super, and not super, raised, but it also doesn't have any animation or anything. Apparently some of the other ones had a disc. Some of the later ones had discs that turned, that made, like there's a Sleeping Beauty one where the the image, I didn't see how it works, but apparently the image changes on the Sleeping Beauty one, but not on this one. But I think this is just beautiful. It looks like boys and girls can enjoy it. You've got of course the girls love Snow White, and you've got the pink here, but then you've got the blue here, so, it's kind of a great one, boys and girls, and then you have yellow, so it's really non-gendered. Okay, well, I'll talk to you later, and I'll probably have some other items that I got at the estate sale to show you.